This shit not easy, fool. You know, come out. Say, man, what I done learned on this journey so far, man, I've learned, man, that nobody's obligated to go through anything with you, no matter what their title is in your life. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes, man, there's gonna be some journeys that you're gonna have to go on alone, even though you're tied and connected to people. You know what I'm saying? Whatever the relation may be, whatever the situation may be, you gotta understand, man, that it's gonna be some times, bro, where they not gonna be able to go, and even then, they ain't gonna be able to understand. I'm speaking from a place of wisdom because I've went through a journey these past couple of years, and no one was able to understand. And I started to realize it was good they were not able to understand, because they didn't need to know the plan that God had for me. They didn't need to know. They didn't need to see the vision. They didn't need to even use their empathy to feel what I was feeling, because what I was feeling, they wouldn't have been able to handle that. They wouldn't be able to, because the love that they have for me, you know what I'm saying, or the heart that they may have, you know what I'm saying, any type of whatever, the respect they may have for me, they shouldn't feel what I was feeling at the time, because what I was feeling at the time, man, it can bring a whole nation down. You know what I'm saying? What I was experiencing at the time, man, would have confused any sane mind. You know what I'm saying? Because it had me going insane. So I understand that it was meant for some people, a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? They was not supposed to understand what the fuck I was going through. They weren't supposed to be able to interpret anything that I was telling them, because that was between me and God. You know what I'm saying? That was my contract. That business was supposed to stay confidential. You know what I'm saying? Even though I made it publicly known, you know what I'm saying, what I had going on, but the business still remained confidential. You know what I'm saying? Even when I see too much, God protected me. You know what I'm saying, during that time. So I just want to tell y'all that you got to understand that don't take it personal like I was, because you ain't going to do nothing but make yourself sick, and you ain't going to do nothing but lose all hope. Not in what you got going on, but lose all hope in people, lose all hope in humanity, lose all hope just period. You will be hopeless, man. Once you become hopeless about one part of life, my nigga, you will become hopeless eventually about all of life, because that one little thing is the thing that's keeping you from, you know what I'm saying, being in congruence. You know what I'm saying? So my nigga, it's really that deep. So I want you to understand that don't do what I did when I went through the journeys that I had to go on alone, and I was disappointed, and I treated people, you know what I'm saying, a certain type of way. You know, even though I know, you know what I'm saying, they did treat me a certain type of way, but I understand that they've been programmed to think that way. They've been programmed to treat people that way. They only reacted and made the best decision that they could make. You know what I'm saying, during that time. So it's like, now that I understand this shit, it's like, man, I'm slowly but surely, you know what I'm saying, getting pieces of my old self back, because I understand that it wasn't meant for them to know. It wasn't meant for them to understand, because it wasn't meant for them to go where I'm going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not leaving them behind, but they just not meant to go where I'm going. I still love them the same, you know what I'm saying, because I've learned from them. And then too, I've accepted the fact that just because I'm growing, that don't mean the next person is going to grow. That don't mean that some people are going to change because I changed. You know what I'm saying? Although, you know, we always like to believe that we have this this inspiring feeling, you know, we have this inspirational soul, you know, that we have so much inspiration on the people that's connected to us. We think because when we change and they supposed to motivate them to follow. No, motivation don't work like that. You know what I'm saying? Just like how you planted your seed, they gotta plant their seed. Sometimes some people don't want to have what you got in your garden, because some people, they allergic to that. Some people can't eat that. Some people it don't bring them nourishment. You know what I'm saying? Some people gotta have the opposite of you. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm talking about? You feel me? You know what I'm saying? Some people want to connect to you and just drain you. You know what I'm saying? So that they can stand tall just as you. They gonna try to compete. But, you know, that's cool. You know what I'm saying? Some people gonna want to connect to you, man, and feed off your source. And that's okay. Because as long as you remain grounded and rooted and you know who you are, you're gonna always outshine them. You're gonna always be more beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Because you were actually what you were created to be. Just like that, what they were created to be. See, I look at people as weeds in the garden. The weeds either gonna kill a plant or it's gonna strengthen it. Because you got some weeds that will kill a plant. Then you got some weeds where the plant will outgrow that weed. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, some type of way the weed end up withering up and dying because the plant was able to cut it off from its source. You know what I'm saying? You know, like I said, man, you know, sometimes, man, it's just meant for some people to be there. It's meant for them to be the way that they are. You know what I'm saying? Some people can't stand unless you standing. So, you know, be mindful of that and be thankful for that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm appreciating that I continued to stand through it all, and that made those people still stand. You know what I'm saying? Whether they admitted it or not, you know what I'm saying? But it's cool though, because I understand, man. The more it keeps revealing to me, the more I understand that it's okay, and to really fully, you know what I'm saying, get over some shit. You really got to change your belief systems. You really got to change your mindset. You really got to change the way that you think about things. You know what I'm saying? So that you can forgive people. You know what I'm saying? And learn how to manage. I mean, yeah, true. We got some unhealthy relationships with people in our family, and that's normal. That's every common everyday shit. We just gotta learn how to manage. You know what I'm saying? So what I learned from it was I learned how to manage those unhealthy relationships. You know what I'm saying? I learned how to, you know what I'm saying, you know, love myself more. You know what I'm saying? From not receiving the love from, you know, the people that I felt like should have been, you know what I'm saying, like this, or should have did it like this, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, man, you know, I appreciate that. I appreciate that love. You know what I'm saying? It was a little tough love, but I appreciate that love from people. You know what I'm saying? A lot of us don't want tough love, but we need that sometimes so we can learn how to be strong. You know what I'm saying? A lot of times we be mad at folks because they didn't baby us. You know, when we feel like we get hurt, we just like little babies. We want to be babyfied and all that. And, you know, sometimes, man, people got to show you that you got to be able to stand on your own, because they might not be here as a part of you growing up to becoming a man. You know what I'm saying? And the thing about growing up and becoming a man, that's a never-ending process. You know, I realized life has cycles. You never stop growing, and you continue to grow up to be a man. Whether you're a woman or a man, you continue to grow up and be a better man or a better woman. You know what I'm saying? Growing up just means you mature more. So it's like, I realized, man, that it's stages and levels to it. You know, we have this ideology that we grow up, you know, when we become an adult, and we just grown. You know, that's why we ain't growing. You know, a lot of us get a certain age, and then we just start feeling like we've grown up adults, and we don't want to learn no more because we think we know everything. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like I said, man, I'm just, man, letting motherfuckers know before I get off this junk food, all your journeys ain't meant to take nobody with you. And when you come off some journeys, man, show your loved ones some love, bro, because, nigga, they could have did worse than what they did. You know what I'm saying? Shit, nigga, they call you crazy, nigga, guess what? It's because you felt crazy, nigga. So for all the people that was calling me crazy and shit, I appreciate that, because that's really how I felt at the time. You was picking up on how I felt. You were trying to get me to go get some help. And I appreciate that, and I thank you for that. But I trusted God and I believed in God, but I also trusted in love. Just still, no less. Peace.